She was just giving it to Bob, and it wasn't even his birthday.
Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. It's MercedesPaetn and
Vlogs by Jerry.
yes, her channel will be linked in the description box. Today, as you can see by the title, is a story time. It's a collab story time. And if you haven't, you might want to go check out her story time that'll be on her channel before you watch this one because everything sort of connects. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, all of that. So this story is gonna have Lala, Brittany, Billy, Bob in it, and
if you want to know who Billy, Bob, Brittany, Lala, all these people is, check out my story time.
Yeah, because
you're gonna need that background info because you might be a little lost throughout this.
So yeah, make sure that you go check it out. It'll be in the description box. So basically, a little bit of background if you didn't watch the video. Basically, Brittany fucked her man. She fucked. We don't really know whose man's it is, but you know,
somebody's nigga.
Right. So basically, they was fucking with the same dude or whatever, which was Bob. And then she was like trying to cover up who Bob was by saying the name Billy. Next thing you know, there's a real Billy, which is where my story comes into play. So it all started with one day I had this friend named Rose. So my friend named Rose, she fucked with this boy named Billy. So she telling me, yeah,
the real Billy.
Yeah, the real person named Billy. So she telling me, yeah, me and Billy, we rocking. We, you know, we been going to the library every day. We be doing all of this. We, you know, we go to his room. He comes to my room. We blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh, okay, so y'all really rocking, right? So I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, you know, my friend Brittany,
here's the
well, I
tea.
didn't say
okay.
Brittany. She was like, oh, like, oh yeah, my friend Brittany said that she messes with a Billy too. So I'm just like, oh, might be the same Billy. She's like, oh, well, he told me that he went to the library with a Brit. So I'm like, okay, Brittany, it's the same person. Okay, boom, boom. So I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, well, I'm gonna tell her the same thing. So next thing you know, I went and I told Brittany, I'm like, Brittany, I'm just gonna tell you this now. Billy talks to somebody else, which is my other friend. I'm like, I told both of y'all. It's like, I told her the same thing that I'm telling you, that he fucks with another one of my friends. So she's like, girl, it don't really matter because then I'm like, okay, girl, that's you, okay.
To each its own.
Right. So I'm like, okay, girl, I'm just let you rock. So I'm letting her rock or whatever. And so then next thing you know, Rose tells Billy basically like, so you fuck with somebody else, I'm cool off you, blah, blah, blah. So then Billy hits Brittany talking about some blah, blah, blah. I don't really know what he told her.
He was basically like, oh, you run your mouth. You told Rose. I mean, you running your mouth that we messing with each other. We don't even mess with each other.
And then now people who's friends with Rose is telling Rose, and now Rose not trying to fuck with me, blah, blah, blah.
So she texts me and her.
Talk about something.
Can y'all come to Lala room? We need to talk. I'm like, what the fuck? What
did I do now?
Like, what did I do now?
Because
like,
this whole situation that's in her story time, all of this just happened.
This is happening during, too. Like, this is during.
So we're just confused.
So we get to the room, right? And she like, so somebody told Billy that this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I don't even know who Billy is. Like, you've been talking about this Billy nigga for like a month. I don't know who this nigga is. Like, right. I ain't tell
because
Billy
mind
shit.
You, this just happened. So you're just like, well, I didn't think there was a Billy since you were saying Billy was Bob. So we're just confused. So I'm just like, well, I told you what I told her, which was that you guys fuck with the same person.
And we ain't never seen this Billy nigga, so.
Right. Like, I met Billy, like, way after the fact. So I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, that's all that I said. She's like, okay. And so then I was already on my way to Rose's room. So I leave and I go to Rose's room or whatever. And so then I'm in Rose's room. I'm like, yeah, Rose, what you been up to, blah, blah, blah. So Rose telling me basically like, well, I don't really fuck with Billy no more. I text him like, if you fuck with somebody else, we might as well not fuck with each other, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just like, oh, okay, so y'all don't fuck with each other? She's like, no, I'm cool off him. But anyways, I'm about to go hang out with my roommate, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh,
so
okay.
Then while she went back to Rose's room, right? We in Lala room. Brittany pissed. She's like, She's like, no, first, right when she walked out, literally right when the door closed, I think it was her. I'm like, oh shit, bitch, I was about to tell y'all I'm leaving, but okay, you think it's her, what else? You finna keep talking, so what's going on? She like, I want to fight her, I want to beat her ass, this, that. She's shaking and shit. I'm like, oh my god, here we go. I'm like, sis, like, it's not that deep, like, it's not that deep. I'm like, do you want to talk to her? Like, we can sit in the room, y'all can talk, but it's not that deep. So while we talking and stuff, I text her so she could be on her 10 toes like, hey, she trying to fight, this, that, and the third. But anyways, they want to meet in the TV room and they want to talk. So come to the third floor TV room. So we go to the third floor TV room. We sitting while we waiting.
And so then I leave Rose's room. So I'm like, okay, Rose, they want to talk. So let me go down there. She just like, oh, okay, whatever. Just, just come back later. So I'm like, okay. So I go down to, because mind you, Rose lives on the 4th floor. They live on, Lala and Brittany live on the 3rd floor. And then me and Jerry, we live on the 2nd floor. So I went down to the 3rd floor TV room. So I come out the elevator. So she already told me what's up. So I'm just walking in like,
so I 10 toes, basically. Y'all. 10 toes.
So I walk in. I just sit down. I'm like, so what are we here for? She's like, well, basically that I feel like it's you. I can't trust you, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just like, well, so I'm just like, okay, well, first of all, Rose just showed me the messages with her and Billy. And Billy showed her the screenshots of you basically saying like how much you want his dick and shit like that, right?
And you about to make his birthday one thing he
one
gonna remember. Mind you, you was just like, if y'all when y'all watch my story time, y'all gonna realize she was just giving it to Bob and it wasn't even his birthday.
So this whole time we're just
this whole time it's 2 niggas, y'all. It's not just one, it's 2.
It's a real Billy and a real Bob.
Like, dang, sis, chill.
I'm just like, well, I'm like, well, you can't really defend yourself because he just sent Rose, like you said, you fucked with him. So I'm thinking y'all rocking. You was just a fucking booty call, Y'all was study buddies. Turned out you wanted to be cutty buddies and all this stuff. Y'all wasn't really rocking. I'm like, the screenshots say that you basically begging him. Y'all was in the library. You talking about some wait till we leave this a library, all this stuff. So I'm just like, okay, well, the screenshot says something different than what you're trying to put it out to be. She's like, well, he's not trying to fuck with me no more and blah, blah, blah. So I don't fuck with you. And basically, I don't trust you. We will never be cool again. I will never tell you anything ever again.
She was like, these my peoples don't come to my room no more. This, that, and third.
I don't go to her room. We
like ever. Like, we probably been in her room once or twice, but that was when we was like getting dressed to like go somewhere and we was going in there like, you ready? What you wearing? Like,
that was it. So I'm just like, girl, these your people. I'm just like, first of all, me, Jerry, and Lala, we're all from the same place. And these are your people. These are your people. I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, they're your people. Okay. So she just telling me, yeah, so I don't trust you. I'm never going to talk to you again. We don't never have to be cool again, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So this whole time, she's still, like, I'm still in my head. I'm just like, okay, she's about to put her hands on me. Let me just sit there. I'm like.
But mind y'all, the gag is she never touched her. She stormed out. That was about it. And then when we got back to the room, I really wish I would have. Like, girl, then why didn't you do it? Like, why didn't we literally, the TV room ain't no RS around. Y'all could have got it in and been cool and kept it pushing. Like, y'all could have went toes. Y'all would have been good. Like, wasn't nobody around. So why didn't you do it? Like, exactly. I mean, yeah, we said we was holding her back. But you feel me? If it came down to it, at the end of the day, if they really wanted to go at it, they was going to go at it. So you need to be about it next time, sis. And don't get me wrong, me and her is like cordial now, so I ain't speaking it. But I'm just saying. But yeah, at the time, yeah, girl, you could have just did what you had to do. Like, we don't just say we're going to do something and not do it. Do it.
So basically, after she stormed out, I stormed out. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, well, we're done. Okay.
And
so
me
I
and
leave.
Lala, they're the peacemakers just in there like, whoop, that was awkward. Like, okay, cool.
So then I leave. I go back to Rose's room. I'm telling her like X, Y, and Z. She's like, it's not even that deep. I was like, exactly, over this no good ass nigga. And so Rose stopped fucking with dude completely, blah, 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 all this shit. So then a couple months go by, right? The whole situation is over.
Nobody's really cool with like me and Lala ain't cool with Brittany no more like that.
Right.
Like, it's a lot of animosity. Like, we're really not cool at all at this point.
Right. So and then like I haven't been hanging out with them as much no more, but we was cool still. We just wasn't hanging out on a regular basis. So I'm just like, okay, girl. So I'm in the I was in the lobby in front of the RA booth with my friend. So she walked in and then she looked me up and down. I said, I don't like her. And then my friend, she looked down the hallway to look at her. And then she said, huh? What did you say? I said, I don't like you. And so she's just like, well, I mean, we can just fight right here. So the RA's like come out the coming out the RA box like, wait, this is not what we're gonna do. You guys don't have to fight. You guys don't fight here. Blah blah blah.
Don't fight here.
And so she's like, Mercedes, you're about to go here, so just go there. You were going upstairs, so you might as well go upstairs. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. She thought, oh, just whenever you want to fight, you know we're from the same place. We can fight. I'm like, okay.
SoCal, NorCal.
Mind you, we're cool like 6 hours away. So I'm just like, there's no chance that I'm actually accidentally going to just run into you, girl. It's like, no, that's a drive or a flight that I have to catch to come see you. Like, I'm like, there's no, we're just going to have to see when we get back. So, mind you, this is happening like in April. You know, the first thing happened in like September. So, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April.
See, next month is like May. Mugging me. Me and her was like, we was doing our little thing too, but it like end of April, we was kind of cordial. At the end of like, we looked at it like we grown. It ain't that deep, whatever. We ain't friends like besties, but
they had like mutual people.
Mutual.
Me and her, no, we don't have anybody.
Yeah, they don't hang out around nobody. So,
oh well. And basically, that was one situation. And then another situation happened, but this is like before the April situation. So this happened in December. So you know how like when December comes, you going home for break or whatever. So I left on the 9th, right? And so
this situation gonna have y'all weak.
Yeah, so I left on the 9th or whatever, and then there was this Twitter post. It was like, at somebody that you don't like in the AUC. And so this girl, we gonna call her Catherine. So Kathy, she at MercedesPaetn. So I said, LOL. I said, you wait for me to leave the AUC. Mind you, she live in Atlanta. So I'm like, oh, you wait till after I'm gone, after I'm back in Oakland to say that you don't like me. And she's like, but you knew I didn't like you. It's nothing new. I said, but you hung out with people who I was cordial with. Well, I was
Mind
cool
you,
with.
Nobody knew that Catherine didn't like her.
Nobody knew. Nobody knew.
We all knew she didn't like Catherine,
but nobody knew that Catherine didn't
nobody
like
even
me.
knew Catherine ain't like me, girl.
Right.
Like,
Catherine don't like nobody.
Say something when you gone. Like, girl, you're scary.
Basically. So Catherine, she like, I'm in a whole nother state. I'm across the country at this point. That's a 36-something hour drive. Like, girl, we are far. I'm not going to see you for a month. So I'm just like, well, you should have said something when we were there. She was just like, well, you knew I didn't like you. I said,
she's trying to put a show on for Twitter, basically trying to be bold. Like, girl, when we see you, put your head down.
That's
why
what
are you
said.
on Twitter doing
I
too
said,
much?
girl, you saw me. You put your head down. You saw me say hi to your friend, and you waved as well. What are you doing? So I'm just like, girl, you don't even know what you're doing. I'm just talking to her, and so then we in a group chat or whatever. Cause like I was in a group chat. I left like a long time ago, and then I got added into the group chat or whatever. And I'm like, so what was said? Because like one of our other friends, she screenshot like, y'all, did y'all see this? Blah blah blah. And so then
one of Catherine's friends hop in. Mind you, they like, I don't even know. Like, they want monkey see, monkey do. Like, girl, what are you talking for? Nobody asked your opinion. So she hopped in. She put her little 3 cents in.
Like, actually, everybody knew. I'm like, actually, nobody knew.
And then it was just a lie. And so like during the Twitter thing while it was all going on, we was sending, me, her, and Stevens was sending each other like screenshots of what was like, going on. Look, and this and that. So Stevens hopped in
like, well, you should have said something while she was there.
And then
she was like,
one of Catherine's other friends hop in like, I don't get why people who don't even go to the school is saying, just doing heck of stuff. And so then I hop in and I'm like, well, and y'all know, look, I don't play about my friends. So I hop in like, girl, first of all, nobody asked for your 50 cent woody woody whoop, like just going in like literally paragraphs. And y'all know Twitter don't do paragraphs. So you over there do send right like
at such and such. So it's like this whole long thread. So I'm just like, all this started because so then after we was off Twitter, I text her. I'm like, so if you had an issue, you should have been said something. She's just like, well, you knew. Who knew? Because I was like, I know I didn't like you. I know I told you to your face that I didn't like you. I knew that. She's like, you never told me that you didn't like me. That's why I don't like you, because I think you're fake. I said, how am I fake? She said, because you just talk about people and then don't say it. I was like, have I talked about you? She said, yeah. I said, have I told you? She said, well, not that. I was like, I told you, because I recall that I told you. You came to my room and I said, I don't like you, so get out of my room. I was like, I remember that. Mind you, the whole group chat remembers this. So I'm just like, you just the only one that's just, you have amnesia. I'm just like, so you just forgot? I'm like, okay. She's like, that never happened. I was like, okay. It's 8 people against your one word. Okay. So this whole situation happened, and the next thing you know, Brittany retweeted the tweet talking about somebody that you don't like, and it's at me. So I'm just like, then I tweet, I'm like, that's crazy that people will walk past you and put their head down, and then their friends want to jump in as if they don't do the same thing, or some shit like that.
And then I tweeted something about friends, monkey see, monkey do. I don't even know. I was just tweeting. And then, oh yeah, that's when Catherine, little nigga or whatever, want to hop in. So I tweeted, I said, if you a nigga and bitch shit, you a bitch. And it started a lot, but
it doesn't need to go there. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm just
but you is. Like, why are you in female drama? Like, you're a whole female.
Which, mind you, Catherine, nigga, used to be in my phone. So I was just confused. I'm like, stay out of it. Stay out of it. She just, well, I mean, I don't understand why Stevens had to jump into it for the first place, saying that blah, blah, blah. I don't understand why I had to get like that. All these extra people are jumping in. I was like, aren't you jumping in?
Aren't 2 of your partners jumping in?
No,
that's 3 on 3 if you ask me.
More like 4 on 4 because we got to include Catherine.
Oh yeah, because the nigga.
Yeah, the nigga, Catherine,
and 2 friends,
and then us 3. So I'm just like, okay. I was like, okay, well, I don't have to talk to you. I'm like, I'm gonna pray for you. See, thank you. I need it so much. And so then I'm done texting Catherine. I'm like, okay, bye, Catherine. I'll pray for you too. Thank you. I need it. I'm in dire need of a prayer. Okay, girl. Bye. And to this day, they still put their heads down. All this stuff. Me and Brittany. She's still Brittany doing Brittany-like things. Basically. But I mean, they're cordial, which is good. You know? And that's about it. And that's the end
Moral
of the
little story. In the AUC.
Everything is like this. And mind you, it all started from a group chat. Like we all know each other from.
So if y'all saw our group chat video, y'all will know why we had so much to say about
group chats. Hella shit happens in group chats. Basically, everybody in all of these, everybody except for Bob and
Stevens. Oh no, Stevens
was in the group chat. So everybody except for Bob was in the group chat. So basically, expect shit like this when you join the group chat. But this concludes this story time video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you were a little bit lost, then go check out the story time on her channel, which gives you guys the background about who Brittany is, what Brittany did with Bob and Billy, all this stuff.
Because it connects, y'all. Yeah, both of these is the tea, but y'all just need to go check it out.
There's hella shit that happens in the AC that you just don't know about.
So many story times could be told.
Right. But you know. That's about it. So like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those post notifications. Subscribe to Jerry's channel. It will be in the description box as well as the other story time. So remember, shine like gold but sparkle like glitter.